Spring events are blooming in Fridley, and we have a lot to cover. Welcome to the April edition of Community Connection. This month we introduce the perfect setting for your special event, chat with Fire Chief Berg, and celebrate Planet Earth. Thank you for joining us. I'm Raquel Strand, and this is Community Connection. Springbrook is ready to welcome April showers and launch the park into full bloom, providing the perfect backdrop for your next event. New building, new rooms, and new options. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Mike Mayer, Director of Springbrook Nature Center, and I'm standing inside some of the beautiful new classrooms that we have as part of the new Interpretive Center here at the Nature Center. And did you know that when we're not here teaching classes, this space is actually available for community rentals? We've held some wonderful events here in this space, and all of our visitors have really commented on how beautiful the building is, the classroom space, but one of the things that people always comment on is just how wonderful the view is outside the windows here. There's really a great relationship between the indoor space here in the classrooms and the outdoor space at the Nature Center. So people have already had birthday parties, baby showers, weddings, lots of different types of events here, and the space that we have is really flexible. So right now I'm in 2 of the classrooms, but we have some walls that can be put up or taken down depending on the size of your event. So we actually have a space here large enough to seat a couple hundred people if they're seated for a kind of theater style for a performance or a concert, and we can seat up to 200 in sort of banquet style setup if there's a fundraiser or wedding reception. And then we can also host business meetings and small group functions here in one of our classrooms. So the classroom space was really designed here to double as beautiful functional rental space at Springbrook Nature Center. Our rental spaces at Springbrook are equipped with the latest and greatest in audiovisual technology. We have 2 smart boards here that are available. We use them in our education programs, but they're perfect for small group presentations. And we also have a wonderful sound system that can be used for speakers or music. And also the 2 end classrooms here have a large screen format that is wonderful for larger group presentations, slideshows, and really helps enhance your presentation or your event. A few additional features of the Springbrook Nature Center rental space are a beautiful patio that goes right from the classrooms out into nature. So as we get to warmer weather, that's going to be a really nice feature where guests can go out and enjoy some time outdoors. And also we have a catering kitchen, which is perfect for your caterer to come in and do all their setup of the event and be able to serve a beautiful meal for you and your guests. To find out more about how to rent space here at Springbrook Nature Center, I would encourage you to visit our website at springbrooknaturecenter.org, and there you'll find all of our rental policies, the rental rates, and our staff is always just a phone call or email away, and we're happy to answer all of your questions related to hosting your event here at Springbrook Nature Center.
Parents, do you have a child at home that wants to spend some time in the great outdoors? Send them to Camp Springbrook. This summer we are running camps for kids ages 5 through 12 on a variety of topics, anything ranging from animals and plants in the outdoors to survival tactics and being able to live out in the woods to science and technology camps. Our camps are for kids ages 5 through 12. They start June 19th and run through September 1st this year. To sign up for camp, you can check our website, springbrooknaturecenter.org, for registration details, or you can call the Nature Center at 763-572-3588. If you have teenagers at home that would like to help with Camp Springbrook, we are also looking for junior leaders to volunteer. You can volunteer 1 week at a time this summer if you are between 13 and 18 to help out with camp. So if you want to help out on a hike, get crafts ready, help with snack, hang out with kids during the week, it's a great way to spend some time outside this summer, as well as to bolster your resume when you're getting ready to go off to college. If you're interested in any of those opportunities, again, check our website, springbrooknaturecenter.org, or call the Nature Center for details. Fill out an application and we'll send out a calendar to you in the beginning of May. Would you like to have your birthday party here at Springbrook? We offer a variety of birthday party themes. Here at the Nature Center, we offer birthday parties at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning or 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, as well as Sunday at 2 o'clock. You'll have a 2-hour time slot within one of our classrooms. You'll get a 45-minute naturalist program on a variety of different topics, and then the rest of the time is yours to be able to serve cake, do crafts, take a hike with the kids that are there, or just enjoy each other. If you'd like to sign up for a birthday party, please call us at the Nature Center, 763-572-3588. We can't wait to help you celebrate.
Interested in learning more? Visit springbrooknaturecenter.org. Click the events menu for information on summer camps, room rentals, and more, or give us a call at 763-572-3588. Speaking of Mother Nature, April brings us a variety of reasons to celebrate planet Earth. Every day we throw away food scraps and other organics that could actually be recycled. Local environmental experts are working to make this easier and more convenient with a new organics collection right here in your community.
Today we're talking about organics collection. I'm Kay Qualley from the city of Fridley.
And I'm Jacob Saffert from Anoka County Recycling and Resource Solutions.
So Jacob, let's talk about the basics. What are organics anyway?
So organics are the biodegradable portion of our waste which can be composted, and it makes up about 30% of what we throw away. This would include things like food scraps, spoiled food, non-recyclable paper products like napkins and paper towels, and then also certified compostable products that you can buy at the store, such as compostable plastic forks, knives, spoons, and then bowls, plates, and that sort of thing.
Wow, that's a lot more than I can put in my home compost operation. Plus, I can only compost certain things. I can't put meat and bones and egg products into my home compost operation, and I certainly can't run it year-round. So this sounds like kind of the next level.
Yes, definitely.
You know, also, I'm not really a fan of paying for a garbage bill that has almost 10% state tax on it when you're saying about a third of it could be captured and maybe turned into jobs and compost?
Yes.
Well, I'd like to know more about why recycling is important and what the county's doing and how we're moving it along. I'm going to do a little demonstration of the amount of organics that I generate when I cook. And why don't you explain what the county is doing and about the new mailer that went out to all county residents?
Okay, so a mailer recently went out to all residents of Anoka County to talk about opportunities for organics recycling in the county.
And so, have you had a good response to the mailer, Jacob?
Yes, we've definitely had a lot of interest in the program. Currently, the county has, the program works where the residents collect their materials in their household and then they bring it to one of the county's compost sites, either the one in Coon Rapids or the one in Lino Lakes. And we've had a good response from that. Several cities in Anoka County have also started their own program.
So as you can see, as I'm cooking here and preparing fresh foods, a lot of this bucket is filling up. So what size bag is in this bucket?
So the kit with the Anoka County organics program comes with small 2-gallon bags to fit in the bucket here. And then a lot of people have also used a 13-gallon bag, which is also provided in the starter kit. And they'll transfer their little bags when they get full into the big bag and then use the big bag to carry all of their small bags to the drop site to make it a little bit more convenient.
Sure. So how do they get these buckets and bags if people sign up throughout Anoka County for the organics program?
So when they sign up for the Anoka County program, the buckets and the bags and then also some program information are available at either of the compost sites. So the participant would just have to go to one of the compost sites and pick up their materials there, and then they'd be ready to go.
Wow, that sounds relatively convenient, and it sounds like a nice step forward. And as you can see, we're filling this bag up in the bucket, the organics collection pail, rather quickly. So all of this is going to go and turn into compost instead of going in the garbage and weighting things down. So this sounds like an excellent program, Jake.
Yes, definitely. It's important to remember that not all plastic bags are compostable. So if you're not getting your bags directly from one of the organics programs, make sure you look for the BPI logo, which shows that the bag is certified to be compostable in this sort of program.
So now, Jake, you said that I could do this and it could go into the composting operation. I'm a messy cook, And paper towels and paper products like the paper plates and the compostables that you were giving me the list of can go in here too, right?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, this sounds like a great program. So Jacob, are there any other key points you want to include about organics or products that can go into the organics collection?
Yes, there is one more thing. Pizza boxes from delivery are accepted in the organics program, and this is good because they aren't accepted in a curbside recycling program because they're food soiled. Right. So they're great to put into the organics program so we can reduce waste there as well. But frozen pizza boxes are not accepted in the organics program because they're a coated paper product, and so they don't break down.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense because you were talking earlier about food soiled paper products, and that pizza box kind of fits in that too, yes. Along with paper napkins and the paper toweling that I tossed in here earlier. So Jacob, for Fridley residents, what should they do to get going on organics collection in the home? So
if they're going to participate in Anoka County's collection program, the closest drop site is probably the Bunker Hills compost site in Coon Rapids, but the cities of Columbia Heights and Spring Lake Park also have their own drop sites. Okay, great. That's excellent. And so can you talk a little bit about what opportunities might be coming for Fridley residents to make organics recycling even more convenient? Sure. Well, while Public Works is under reconstruction, we won't have our central drop-off point, so that's why Columbia Heights, Bunker Hills, and Spring Lake Park is really useful. Eventually, and there'll be information in the city newsletter and on our cable access television channel about it, but we might start moving if there's enough interest toward curbside collection with separate containers. So watch for that as well. Oh, that's exciting. So Jacob, we learned a lot about organics collection, and it's the coming thing. If people want to sign up for it, what should they do? They can go to the Anoka County Recycling and Resource Solutions website or call our office, and we'll get them set up to start collecting organics in their house. And of course, links to the website will be available on the city's website too.
You can stay up to date on new city services and programs by signing up for email updates. Simply visit fridleymn.gov, click the Fridley For You news icon, and enter your email address. Local news and highlights will be delivered right to your inbox. Easy, convenient, and timely. News for you, questions for you, tips for you, working for you. We are Fridley For You. Fires today are more dangerous than ever, but they also happen less frequently. This combination presents an interesting challenge to firefighters. Here's Fire Chief John Berg with Fridley's latest effort to face that challenge.
Earlier this year, the Fridley Fire Department purchased a digital attack system from the company called Bull-X. And this system is a fire simulator. It's a digital fire simulator. So there's no actual heat, there's no actual flames. It's all light, sound, and smoke. It reacts like a real fire. One of the reasons that we did this was because of the cost and the danger involved in conducting actual live burn scenarios. Finding homes, paying for the permits from the EPA, the DNR, abating hazards like mercury and asbestos were becoming too cost prohibitive to burn in homes. So we used to acquire homes and do live burns in homes, and that has just become very cost prohibitive. It also can create a lot of dangers for the firefighters in terms of heat and the combustion products. Our other options for training were to go to another facility, to contract with another facility like the city of Minneapolis and go into their burn center, which also is very costly. The digital attack system, on the other hand, allows us to go anywhere. We can set fires in cars, we can set fires in homes, buildings, and we're not actually doing any damage. We can run multiple crews through a scenario without having to reset a system. With a real fire, of course, you put the fire out, it's wet, you have to get things started again, and it's very difficult. With this system, it's a matter of pushing some buttons, and we have fire, we have smoke, we have the sounds, and then we also have the options of using a digital nozzle, which doesn't cause any water damage, or we can use real hose lines or fire extinguishers, which are just like we do in a live operation. So the digital attack system is just another way we're leveraging technology to keep our firefighters trained, keep them safe, and to protect our citizens.
Now let's take a look at what the Fridley City Council is working on. Here's City Manager Wally Weisselpohl with the March Council Update.
Hi, I'm Wally Weisselpohl and welcome to the Council Update for March. The City Council met on the 13th and the 27th, and as always, we begin with our conference meetings where the City Council discusses items but takes no particular action. The first item was an update on HRA, our Housing Redevelopment Authority, on activities of the HRA that are going on right now, including an update of the train station site. Now, if you're familiar, this is over by Main Street where the HRA owns that property next to the train station. And that site is being proposed for redevelopment of some apartments, market rate apartments, some mixed income apartments, and some senior apartments. And we'll know more in the summer whether or not that project is going to happen or not. We also heard an update on what the HRA is doing for redevelopment at Lock Park Point. And if you're not familiar with Lock Park Point, this is the area that's around the new municipal center that will involve housing. And we heard that the HRA is about to select a redeveloper for that property. We'll know more in another 60 days. And then on the 27th, the council got an update with regard to tree replacement in the right-of-way due to emerald ash borer. Now, there's many trees that are ash in the city of Fridley, and the emerald ash borer is a particular problem for us and many other cities. And we're looking at how we're going to replace those trees in the right-of-way. And we're going to be taking a look at the Hyde Park neighborhood, which only has about 53 trees total in that neighborhood. The council took action with regard to Chapter 2 of the city charter. And this is agreeing that they'd made changes in how the charter deals with the city council's organization. Most of the changes, though, are just what we'd call technical. And then the council heard an update on and took action to dissolve the Fire Safety Training Center, which exists over at the Columbia Arena. And this agreement was with several other cities to construct that facility. And since it's going to have to be demolished as a part of the civic complex over there, we had to enter into agreement to dissolve that organization. And it's not that much of an impact to those other cities because they haven't been using it for several years. And the training facilities that are currently housed there will be a part of the municipal complex when it's rebuilt. So the council also took action to replace the cell tower that's on the Public Works property because it's going to have to be moved in order to make room for the new buildings. And then another related item to the construction is called a project labor agreement, and this will assure that all the contractors that will be on site working on the civic complex will be union and paying union wages. And then the City Council took action to finally resolve the 2016 budget. This is an annual type of thing where the council needs to make sure that transfers are made through in different funds to make sure that the budget is balanced out. And now we begin the audit of the 2016 year. So that's an update from the City Council for March. We look forward to seeing you in April. Take care.
Before we go, there are many important events coming up this month. Here's Kay Qualley with a look at some green events, followed by our busy April calendar.
The city is a green step city, which means that we care about our environmental resources, and there are a lot of interesting family-friendly activities that are good for the earth that are coming up, because starting with Earth Week on April 22nd, Fridley is part of the Green Expo that will be held at the Blaine Sports Center. With our partners Coon Rapids and Blaine, we'll have a booth that talks about emerald ash borer, talks about clean water. There'll be fun activities for children and families. You'll learn how to make green-friendly detergents and soaps from the various booths, and there'll be prizes and other activities. So that's all day on April 22nd. And then a week later, on Saturday, April 29th, to celebrate Arbor Day, we'll be gathering the community and planting trees on the south end of Moore Lake Park, just where Old Central peels off from Highway 65. And that will be from 9 to 11 a.m. So we're going to plant trees, we'll have information booths. Small trees will be for sale just like last year, ranging in price from $15 to about $35 for planting in your yard. And we'll have fun kids activities too. And then, as we move into May, the first weekend in May, the first Saturday specifically, is May 6th. And that is our drop-off event. And there's something new this year. You can get rid of pallets and raw wood like 2x4s and scraps of raw wood left over in the garage. And you can bring them to the recycling event at 400 71st Avenue Northeast, which is the Public Works Garage off of University Avenue. In addition, we take appliances, electronics, carpet rolled up, carpet scraps, fluorescent tubes, and other items that will be coming out in a postcard to all residents. So join us for these exciting events in April and early May, and we'll look forward to seeing you there.
Get details on these events and all our spring fun online at fridleymn.gov. You can also follow the City of Fridley on Facebook or Twitter, or sign up for email updates for the latest city news. As the weather warms up, you might see city staff out and about in your neighborhood. We will be street sweeping, hydrant flushing, working on roads, starting appraisals, patrolling streets, and checking on neighborhood quality. Look for an overview on these friendly faces in the April City newsletter. That's all for this edition of Fridley's Community Connection. I'm Raquel Strand. Thank you for watching.
This has been a production of Fridley Municipal Television, Channel 17. Thanks for watching.